Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Ray with the Ray's Engines. Right here I have a tall deck, big block 572. Well, it'll make a 572 easily. Right now it's bored at 4.500, which is 4500. So right now it'll make a 540, but a different stroke. If you put a 4375, it'll make a 572. So basically what we're here about is discussing this block that I received on a trade. As I received it on a tray, what I should have done is I should have inspected it more, and I did inspect it. I took it to a machine shop, and what happened is it didn't pass the test. So we put in fact, I'll go ahead and link that video on there. On this video, I'll go ahead and link the other video. That way you can see the test that we did on it. So basically, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll go ahead and get future videos that I put up, so you can see and learn from what I'm learning as well, and learn from others that I keep learning from as well. I've been building engines since 2001, but of course you're still going to continue learning. So if you come up this way, I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. When I got it on a trade, I wasn't told that they put epoxy or some type of it's possibly JB Weld. So if we look down here, you'll see that I believe this is JB Weld or epoxy. I'm going to say possibly JB Weld. Then again, it could be epoxy. It's pretty smooth. So what happened is we did a test. We ran just soap and water, and then you pressure test it. Well, it started leaking around here in these edges. So of course right here it doesn't leak, but on the edges it does leak. And I should have inspected this and saw this epoxy on it. It does have bronze bushings for the lifters, which is good. This is a extremely good block, but this is the only issue here. It's got a sleeve in it. This right here is not cracked. Here's a sleeve in here. It's possibly cracked in here, which is something that he didn't tell me either. So we did put a sleeve. They did have a sleeve in it, and I did notice the sleeve in here. I just didn't pay attention to this part here. And I should have looked at this, and I didn't. So, which is my fault. So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to end up putting I'm going to grind that off. And then I'm going to put either JB Weld or epoxy on it. I haven't decided which one it is. I'm going to see which one's stronger. And then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with the concrete. And I'm not going to do it all the way to the top. I'm going to do a quarter way. I've heard some guys that can do halfway and they can run it on the street. If you fill it up all the way to the top, then you can't run it on the street because there's no antifreeze going in it. So it's going to get hot on you. So it's basically just turn it on, go drag race it, and run it. So this one I'm going to do a quarter way so I can run it on the street, because this is what I'm going to put it in. This is my 55 Bel Air. If you haven't got to see this car, this is what I'm going to end up putting it in. I'm gonna put the 572 in here. I may make it a 588. I haven't decided yet. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like I said, a quarter of concrete. I don't want to put halfway. I want to put a quarter, just enough for it to fill that hole and to make the block stronger. And then I'll go ahead and run it. I'm gonna go ahead and show that process on it, on how to do concrete on a block, so you can see it. And then we'll go from there. So I hope this kind of helped and give you a little heads up of when you're going to go trade or purchase a used block. Do a full inspection. I mean, sit there if you have to do it, and do a complete inspection. There was another block that I did look at, and it was cracked down the web itself. So it's something else that you have to pay attention to. I know some guys tell you that they didn't know that it's just a used block, they didn't know it was cracked. I highly doubt that. Anytime I sell or trade a used part, I always make sure it's good before I give it to the customer. I don't want it to come back, and if for some reason I miss something, I'll give them the money back. I'll give them a full refund. That's just something the way I handle business with. So hopefully this helped you, and we'll see you on the next video. And keep watching, because I'll go ahead and fill it up with concrete, and show you exactly step by step of how that is done. Again, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video.